शरीर में कहीं कहीं असुविध संवेदनाएं हो सकती है, उनको वैसे रहने दें शरीर में। योर बॉडी में फील लिटिल डिस्कम्फर्ट और unpleasant emotions here and there may pop up. Just let them be there. Let us not try to chase them out. However, our body on its sensation are there right this moment, let it be. शरीर में जो भी संवेदनाएं इस वक्त हैं, बेचैनी हो या किसी भी तरह की पीड़ा हो, रहने दें, कोई बात नहीं। Let us take our mind around our body like a wrapping paper. हम अपने मन को शरीर को मन से लपेट लेंगे। Let us wrap our body like a piece of cloth by our mind. Let's begin with our feet. Wrap your feet, both feet together, both legs together. Your mind is wrapping your whole body. Mind is wrapping around the body. मन लपेट लिया है शरीर को, लपेटते लपेटते पेट तक आ जाइए, पाँवों को लपेट लिया, पेट, wrap your body with the cloth called your mind. Let it wrap around your body to the central part of the body, middle part of the body is all wrapped, and take your mind all the way to the top of the head. शरीर को लपेटते लपेटते अपने मन को सिर के चोटी पर लेके आए, वहां जैसे गांठ कर लिया हो, ऐसे अपने मन को सिर के चोटी पर रखें, as though you have sealed the wrapping. Take your attention to the top of the head. Now let us say the word Om once. Take a deep breath in. Om. Now notice all those unpleasant sensations are giving way to calmness, peace, and pleasantness. The sound Om burns down all the impurities, leaving you pristine pure. फिर एक गहरी सांस लीजिए, ओमकार का ध्वनि करते हैं, इस ध्वनि से सारा कल्मश भस्म हो जाती है। शरीर में जो भी गंदगी है, सब मल एकदम भस्म हो गया, समझे। ओ the sound in every cell of your body and mind. Now just relax. Let go all your efforts. सभी प्रयत्न छोड़ दें. इस वक्त केवल विश्राम ही करना है. विश्राम करें. A gentle attention in the throat, but let go immediately. A हल्का सा ध्यान गले में रखें और छोड़ दें. पूरी तरह से छोड़ दें. सब प्रयत्न छोड़ दें. आपके शरीर से तरंगें उठ रही हैं. वे चारों ओर दीवार को स्पर्श कर रही हैं. The vibrations from your body is touching the walls all around you. You are the vibrations. The vibration that are emitted by your bodies is still you. Become aware of all the walls and the space in between. चारों दीवालों को स्मरण कर लें और ये पूरी जगह पर आपका सुगंध फैला हुआ है. आप व्याप्त हो. इस सत्य को, इस तथ्य को हम स्वीकार करें. अब सिर के ऊपर खाली जगह है. छत तक की दूरी पर अपना मन को रखें. Become aware of the empty space above your head up to the ceiling of the hall you are sitting. Let's take another deep breath in, and as we breathe out, relax even more. And keep your eyes closed and relax. Sit back and relax. Whatever thoughts are coming in the mind, let them come. We welcome all the thoughts. Good thoughts, bad thoughts, never mind. Let them come. They come and they go. You are able to look inward when you close your eyes to the external scenery. From the scenery, let us take our attention to the seer, that is you. Your mind is seeing through the eyes. The scenery is outside. Let us retrieve our mind back to the eyes and to the consciousness that is you. Let's take another deep breath in and relax. गहरी सांस लीजिए, सांस छोड़ते वक्त और विश्राम करें। Let's keep a big smile on our face and breathe in with the smile and breathe out with the smile. मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते सांस लेते हैं and मुस्कुराते मुस्कुराते सांस छोड़ते हैं. As we smile, all the muscles in our face get relaxation. Let us relax our temples. Our stress begins in our temples. Let's keep a big smile and pay attention to the temples, right side and left side of the temple. Let us relax our forehead. We don't know how many times we have frowned, and each time we frowned, we accumulated stress. This is the time to let go and relax. Relax your forehead. And let's take our attention to our eyes. Let us relax our eyes. Let's take our attention to both the ears. Our ears are the culprits. They have been catching different unpleasant words from here and there and creating more stress in our mind. This time, let us relax our ears. Let's take our attention to the back of the head. You may remember whenever you are very tensed, your hand goes to the back of the head as well. It goes to the temple and also goes to the back of the head. Relax every cell, the back of your head. Let us pay little more attention to the back of the head. मस्तिष्क पर ध्यान दें. सिर के पिछला जो भाग है वहाँ एक एक कण को विकसित होने दें, मुस्कुराने दें. Let every cell in the back of your head blossom, relax, and smile. Now observe your breath. The temperature has changed, rhythm has changed, the length of the breath has changed. The quiver has changed tremendously. The quiver of the breath has calmed down. Let it be. This moment, there is nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just relax. Let us honor our own body. Let's honor our mind and our breath. Another deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Become aware of the environment you are in, the scenery around you. Let's breathe in again. And as we breathe out, let us become conscious of our environment and our whole planet. Let us honor our own environment. May everybody be happy. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You are peace. You are peace. You are peace. Another deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Let us become aware of our body and surroundings. And you may gently open your eyes. धीरे धीरे आंखें खोल सकते हो. लाइट कर.
Welcome to the World Happiness.
Let us thank the scope, the public sector entrepreneurs of India who had joined us from around the country with all the biggest public sector units, and Sri Atul Soptiji, and we had a very fruitful discussion and we'll take things forward from here. Very nice. Yeah, we'll move on.
Welcome to our second interaction of the evening. And welcome to the World Happiness Fest panel interaction with Gurudev. Our guests today are Luis Gallardo, the founder and president of the World Happiness Foundation and the World Happiness Fest. He's the author of the book, The Exponentials of Happiness, and the director of the Gross Global Happiness Program at the United Nations University for Peace. Over the years, Luis has been an advisor to CEOs, thought leaders, entrepreneurs, Nobel laureates, political and institutional game changers on legacy building. He's been an international observer with the UN and OSCE in post-armed conflicts, establishing democracy and the right to vote. Our second guest, Teresa Viejo, is a writer, journalist, speaker, and trainer. She directs the talk show La Observadora on Radio Nacional de España and collaborates. She has published 3 critically acclaimed books and 4 novels. Her novel, The Memory of Water, is being adapted for television. She's also a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. Our third guest tonight is Raghunathan. He is the Zale Centennial Professor of Business at the McCombs School of Business at the University of Texas at Austin. Raj's work has appeared in top journals such as the Journal of Marketing, the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, among many others. His work has also been cited in several mass media outlets, including The Atlantic, the New York Times, Fortune, Forbes, Harvard Business Review, and the LA Times. His 6-week-long course on happiness, titled A Life of Happiness and Fulfillment, was voted the top massive open online course of 2015, 16, and 17, and one of the top 50 online courses of all time. Welcome to this interaction with Gurudev. It's a pleasure to have you all.
Thank you so much. I'll be the one starting the conversation. I just want to say thank you so much, Gurudev. When we first met at your ashram in Canada, and I invite you to come to our first event in Miami, you immediately say, yes, I'm here for happiness. So all this time is been fantastic interacting with you, and this is an honor being here with you and with this amazing panel with Teresa and Raj. And we would love to start asking you a deep question.
Sure.
After this meditation, we feel so grounded. And it's a question about purpose. It's a question about actually living beings. And the question is, does every living being has a purpose, including human beings? And how do we find it? And if it's important, do you think that purpose is critical to achieve sustained happiness?
Yeah. Whether every human being has a purpose in life. If it is so, how they find it. Is that what your question is?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. The purpose of, you decorate your home with lots of flowers and nice things. What is the purpose of a decoration? Is to appreciating it, right? When people appreciate a decoration, you feel happy about it. The beauty is here to be appreciated. The creation and life has beauty, so you need to appreciate the beauty. That is one thing. Truth is there to recognize, because when you recognize truth, your life gains strength. Truth is there to recognize, beauty is here to appreciate, and life is here to be lived fully. So whatever one is doing, that is immaterial, but does it feel full living that life? Are we feeling happy? Because anything we do is to find happiness, right? But happiness is not in doing, but in your very being. People play soccer. What is the purpose of playing soccer? It's to find happiness. You go see a movie. Why do you want to see a movie? Because everything that you do in your life points you to one thing, that is finding that inner happiness, and for which you are doing so much work, realizing the future of happiness. You are already working. Let me congratulate you for this much, much needed work on the planet Earth today. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Teresa is going to go next with her question.
Okay, thank you, Luis. It's a very big honor for me. I'm very grateful for sharing with us this moment, this important moment. This is my first question. I think this sentence is yours. Nature knows what to give and when to give. It is yours, isn't? Hmm? Perhaps now it has more prominence than ever. Can we understand that nature is talking to us in this coronavirus pandemic? And if so, is our time running out?
Yes, Teresa, you have asked a very good question. I think this question is in the minds of many people. What is we have to learn from this coronavirus? Is nature trying to tell us something? A, a virus which is about a gram in weight has made the entire world shut down is something unbelievable for human intellect. We cannot understand. This only shows how vulnerable human life is on the planet Earth and how we have to be very careful in dealing with the nature. We should not play around with the nature. You know, nature is all there for us to experiment. It opens its door to its secrets to us, to mankind more and more. But whether man is being compassionate, has he been caring to the nature is a big question. You know, this this pandemic has made people shut down from all sides, and nature seemed to be rejoicing here. You see, in Mumbai, there has been whales which they have never seen in centuries. There were dolphins and whales in Mumbai, sure. Bangalore never had such beautiful weather in past 50 years. This time, Bangalore has gained its weather which it lost 50 years back. So, nature seemed to be rejuvenating itself. I feel as mankind, we all should follow the lockdown at least 1 week in a year for allow nature to rejuvenate herself. You know, more purer air, the water has become pure in rivers here in India, and air quality has improved tremendously. So, in some way, we have to acknowledge these things that are happening naturally, right? At the same time, this has asked people to be uh, more compassionate, more look inward and see a bigger context to life. See, we have lost context to life. We are simply running every day, not knowing where we are going. We are on a consumering trip. This consumer trip has led us nowhere, you know. So a little turn, looking within and identifying the priorities of life. And we were so much caught up in the accessories of life, not in life itself. We have failed to attend to life. Perhaps this is a message for us to, hey, wake up, attend to your own life. And it is very precious. Life is the most precious gift we all have.
Yes, we know it. Okay. I don't know if I have time for a second question now.
Yeah, sure, Teresa,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I think that we live in a world, in a society with too much noise. What would you say to those people who are afraid of silence, especially of their own silence?
Of silence.
Silence. Many people are afraid of silence.
Ah.
They need to talk and talk and talk.
Yeah. That is where guided meditation helps them a lot. A little introduction into guided meditation. And once they sit for silence program, I conduct a silence workshop, 3 days to 5 days to 10 days workshop all over the world. People who have never shut their mouth, they come sit there. Once they get the taste of silence, they simply love it. They relish it. So you need to get them used to that dimension that they have, but they don't know.
Thank you.
Okay, Gurudev, pranam to you. This is Raj Raghunathan from Austin, Texas. And like Luis, I want to also say that I love that meditation for half an hour. It definitely grounded me, and I can see that it's grounded everyone. And everyone, I think, got a taste of that silence a little bit through that practice. So my question to you is on meditation, and it's as follows. So when you sit down and meditate, and when you're mindful, the idea is to pay attention from your consciousness to whatever you choose to pay attention to. You asked us to pay attention to our vibration towards the end, to the walls. So my question is, when you pay such close attention, you get closer to things. You can really feel those things as if they are inside you. And here is the paradox, though. When you pay attention, such close attention to negative emotions, negative sources of stress, you talked about unpleasantness, you just pay attention without wishing it to go away. It seems to go away by itself. So when you get closer, things get bigger, but negative emotions get smaller. And to add another layer of complexity to it, at the same time, when you pay attention to positive emotions, pleasantness, it multiplies. So it is so paradoxical that just this paying attention, close attention, reduces negativity and at the same time magnifies positivity. Why do you think that goes on? What is the mystery behind this?
See, our consciousness is nothing but energy. Your mind is like fire. It's like fire. It's energy. And impurities definitely get dissolved in it. It burns them out. If you put the gold into fire, gold will not disappear, it will shine. But the impurities in gold will disappear. So our consciousness is energy. When there is energy, negativity is only lack of energy. It's like shadow. So if you're facing the light, you don't see the shadow. But if you have your back towards the light, you see your shadow very big. Now you cannot go on fighting with your shadow. So you cannot reduce them. You simply have to switch and turn towards the light. You will see there is no shadow.
Beautiful. Thank you. So my second question is also kind of on meditation. I noticed that doing this satsang with so many thousands, lakhs of people from around the world actually made me even more capable of being silent and being in a more mindful state. So I'm wondering, what do you think is the cause for that? Could it be that at some level, when you're meditating with other people, a small part of your subconscious brain is saying you have to do better than other people? And so you get into the meditation even more. So my broader question is, in general, life has a lot of competition. Do you think that it's nice to compete with others on being more mindful? And can that
that won't work. Because the moment you go in meditation, there is no other.
Right.
Right. There is no other. Everything is part of no. It's like when you go to sleep, that is it. You are sleeping inside. In the deep sleep, there is nobody else. Only you are there. Similarly, in meditation, there is no competition at all. No. Yeah, meditation is not an action. Many people think it is something you have to do. No, it is the most effortless thing. You have to simply let go. So when you let go, whatever you are holding tight, you let go, then you find sky is the limit. Everything is part of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gurudev, something that we have at the core of the World Happiness Fest is freedom,
Yes.
consciousness, and happiness. Is the combination of all three: freedom, consciousness, and happiness. And I want to focus on freedom because the lockdown for so many people has stopped bringing material freedom. People really feel like they lost the
The
freedom.
freedom.
And you have a lot of experience with the art of living everywhere in the world, working in prisons with lockdown situations every minute. So can you share what is the advice for people who feel that they lost their freedom, and what is your learning for so many years impacting on all the prisons around the world with your wisdom?
Uh, See, sitting back at home by yourself is more freedom than lack of it. Anybody wants to do anything creative, they cannot do it in a group or in a creative idea cannot come uh, in a crowd. For that, one has to sit with his own table and his own chair in his own sofa. When he or she is alone, that is when one can write better, one can write music, one can compose music and write lyrics, and they can write stories, even scientific papers. If somebody has to write a PhD, they cannot do it in a noisy, crowded place. They need that silent corner. Somewhere they want to sit quiet. Now, this 2.5, 3 months time has provided that opportunity for individual to become more creative. Whether arts or science, they can bring up their creativity. And many people could not do many small things. For example, learning guitar, learning piano. People kept postponing all their life because they were very busy. This is the time for them to do all those small things. Learn languages, you know. And so we can best make best use of this time, lockdown time, rather than feeling somebody has locked you down. It is a self-imposed curfew, you must know that. Because when you go out, you will not have any more freedom. Your freedom is within the four walls only now. So when we need to take a different look, see, freedom or bondage is just in the mind. If the mind is negative, it can think everything is complicated. If the mind is simple and free and positive, then it sees good things in everything. I feel that is the thing, that people don't have to feel that their freedom is gone. Freedom always comes with certain conditions. I usually say, as a child, you didn't have freedom whether to brush your teeth or not. You had to do it because your mother made you do that, right? That was a discipline. You didn't have any freedom there. But that discipline gave you freedom from toothache. When you grew old, you could keep all the teeth. So wherever it appears to be restriction, in another viewpoint, that same thing is providing you freedom. So this lockdown is really freedom from disease.
So just building on freedom from disease and consciousness, you say that consciousness is energy. And I love when you say that there are three states: awake, sleeping, and dreaming. And you can get into Shiva right between all those three stages and find this cosmic interaction. Can you explain a bit about that moment where you get into Shiva? How does it work?
Yeah, this is what one experiences in deep meditation, where you are neither awake nor asleep. Your restful alert is the state that just comes to you. And then there is total alertness at the same time, feel you are there. So that it's something you cannot explain, but it is easy to transfer and to have the experience. You can experience it. People can meditate. It's neither waking, nor dreaming, nor sleeping. That is a meditative state. And once you have this state experienced in yourself, you find such an inner strength that nothing can shake you. No emotions can throw you off the balance. Not that you will not have emotion. You may have all the emotions, mostly positive, but that will not throw you out, because inside us there is something that is not changing. Now, Luis has been to school, then to college, then you are working. You have gone through your whole age, so many years, 30, 40, 50 years of your career and all that. But many things have changed. Luis' appearance have changed. Luis' thought process has changed. Your emotions have changed. But there is something in Luis that has not changed. Do you notice that? There is one single thread that is coming. And that is what is the Shiva is. That principle inside us, which does not change at all. And because of its being there, we are able to even notice the changes. If I say, I have changed, I can only say, because there is something that is not changing. So, when we are holding on, when we are anchored to the non-changing aspect in us, then nobody can take away the happiness from us. Often, this non-changing aspect of us get buried deep. We don't recognize it. We don't notice it. No? And meditation is one of the way. In the beginning, meditation guide, all these things will take you there. But later on, it just that awareness simply stays with you, come what may, or whatever activity you may be engaged in it. You may be talking, you may be traveling, you may be doing this or that, chopping wood and carrying water. Still, you will have that inner sense of serenity continuing. And also what? It doesn't make you feel a stranger to anybody and others to stranger to you. You find so familiar with every single individual on the planet. I feel so connected. Beyond race, nationality, religion, language, all these things simply doesn't matter at all. They are all on the surface. And that inner connectivity to everybody, even if you want to get rid of it, you will not go. That is the thing. You feel so connected that it doesn't disappear at all.
Thank you.
My time, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. If meditation is healing, what is, in your opinion, the greatest pain of humanity?
What is the greatest pain of humanity?
Yes.
Ignorance.
Well,
It's
I
because
think
of the
about everything, about the others, no?
ignorance is the biggest pain. And it's the mother of all pains.
Yes, I see. Maybe if we be able to obtain more consciousness, we can get a higher elevation, maybe?
Yeah, see, I would say simple three things, clarity in mind, purity in heart, sincerity in action. That is good enough. That puts our life in a track. And in life, there is pain and pleasure. These things come. Pain becomes pleasure, pleasure becomes pain. They keep interchanging. These things come. People don't have friends, so they make friends. That is pleasurable. Later on, the friend becomes a pain.
Yes.
So, and pain becomes pleasure again. These changing things happen. That's part of life. It's like in a soccer game, the ball doesn't stay in one side of the court. It keeps moving between the courts. So sometimes it gets into your own court, which may be painful when you are feel more anxious. When the ball goes into others' court, you feel more joyful because you are going to make goal any moment. So these are all part of life. We need to change the context to life. Life is much, much, much bigger than few experiences that we gain in one lifetime. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Guruji, can I go now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Gurudev, I have a question that is based off of a quote from you. I heard you say it. I've actually taken the beginner course, advanced course in Sahaj Samadhi, and this was way back in Houston in 2002, near Houston. You said this, that I am a garbage remover of the mind. I am the garbage remover of the mind. And it stuck with me. And I definitely felt that a lot of my stress and garbage and emotional baggage I was carrying was lifted by you. So my question is, we live in a time of great social responsibility, green revolution. You have to recycle things. So my question to you is, how do you recycle this garbage? What do you do with it?
Well, as I already mentioned, this is such a furnace. Any garbage come close to it, it doesn't stay any longer there. It just digests everything right away. We usually say we remove darkness by bringing in light. And if you ask me, where does the darkness disappear? I can only smile for that.
Right. Beautiful. Okay, so here's another quote from you. You said that when people say, I hate you, we never doubt it. When people say, I hate you, we never doubt it. But when people say, I love you, sometimes we have a little bit of a doubt in the back of our head that maybe this person wants something from me or something like that. So we seem to be more trusting of negative news and negative things than of positive things. In general, we are more doubtful of it. Where do you think it comes from? And I feel that I know the answer to how to get rid of that doubt, but I'll still let you speak on it. So those are my questions.
See, we should, when you want to get rid of something, you should know the nature of it. You want to get rid of doubt, then you understand doubt. So, what is doubt? Doubt is always about something that's positive. You doubt the honesty of a person, we never doubt the dishonesty of a person. So, when someone asks you, are you happy? Say, well, I'm not sure. But we never say that when we are depressed. Nobody says, I'm not sure whether I'm depressed or not. When you are depressed, you say, so sure. It appears to be very, very real, right? You never doubt. So, our doubt is always about something that is positive. Just knowing this itself has already brought in that transformation inside of you. So, you don't pay too much attention to that sort of doubt. Again, more doubt comes to the mind when the energy is low. When the energy goes up in us, when the energy prana is high, doubt simply disappear.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think
Yeah.
that we are getting closer to time, but why don't we finalize with one question? Or we can say as long as you want, we'll stay here forever. Um, when we think of consciousness, we think of levels of consciousness, and we can talk about vibration and frequencies. Uh, how do we move the largest number of people from low consciousness to higher levels of consciousness? I think that what you are doing with the art of living is an example. But what can we all do to keep going up the ladder of consciousness?
Yes, Luis, I'd like to share with you my experience. 40 years back when we started, when we talk about yoga, very few people would take it. Even in US, a very small part of California would be very much interested. They always felt they are 1 century ahead of the rest of the US. But you see, today in the world, I'm talking even India, including India, India yoga was not that all popular. You know, we used to have 10, 15, 20 classes happening here and there. Now there are millions of classes happening. So in last few years, more than 2 billion people on the planet are now inclined to do meditation. They are doing yoga, meditation. So this is a very big change, you know. 20 years back, we never had cell phones. We had to go to a phone booth in order to call anybody, right? See, today, cell phone has reached almost every nook and corner of the planet because it is useful. In the same manner, if people know meditation is useful, it gives me better health, it gives me better mental condition. See, today mental health is a very big issue. It's going to be bigger after COVID-19 because it's going to create a lot of paranoia and obsessive compulsive disorder. That's why it's very important for people to do workshop on meditation, breath and meditation workshop. Some people may find going into meditation little difficult, but through breathing they can do very easily. That's why I always add breath workshop along with meditation. It makes it easy for people to, and for sure everyone will experience meditation. So I'm very hopeful that through creating awareness, more and more people will do it because this brings them all that they dream. They want clarity, they want happiness, they want robust health, they want their immune system to be strong, presence of mind, creativity, intuitive ability. I can go on listing the benefits. And when they come to know that these many benefits are going to come to me, almost like cell phone to me, so they will all take it up. Yeah, what do you say? Don't you think so?
I think so. Yes. How do we combine artificial intelligence into all this? Because we know that, and actually that you were talking about that before. You know that right now when we get all this knowledge to the cloud and we can download immediately, this is going to be the new superhuman, and we are going to be dealing with superhumans. Do you
No,
see?
no, I'm just part of you. You are part of me. We're all doing same. We're all working. We're all doing in our own way. And everybody, individual on this planet is very unique and their contribution is unique and they're all part of one big mind. We're all part of one big, mind. So let us all work together. Let's make more and more people realize the goal of happiness which they are looking for is right there within them. First of all, get rid of stress and relax and find the inner peace. So meditation is one most essential and easy way. So let's keep working. We don't need to worry about the result, but when we keep working, result will be obvious. Huh? Okay, all the best.
Thank
All
you.
the best to all of you. Lovely, Teresa,
Thank you.
Raghunathan. Very nice. Very nice. Namaste. Namaste.
During COVID-19 times for the past 2 months, the need for meditation and finding an anchor for inner peace and strength has become incredibly important.
This crisis also offers a lot of opportunity for growth in the future. There is a lot that youth of Africa can do.
Once again, we do request that you please return to your seats and make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Thank you.
Longing for a vacation? Go on the best trip ever with the online meditation and breath workshop.